Good afternoon, everyone. Pastor Janet here. Hope you're all having a beautiful day. And it's the early part of the week, so I hope your week is going well for you. Well, I told you I was going to come back and talk about scapegoat writing. Now, think about what a scapegoat is. Most people know what a scapegoat is, somebody that they use to take the blame for everything. That's what it is in writing. Scapegoat writing is where one person is attributed all the blame for all the problems in everybody else's life or existence. Now, a lot of scapegoat writing is used a lot in political campaigns, one side blaming the other side. So you get an idea. They want to evoke emotion from the people, either for their particular side or for against another side. So scapegoat writing, you do the same thing as political writers would do. You're placing the blame on this one character in your story. Everybody is saying that everything that's happened in their life is a result of his actions. Now, it may not be true at all, but that's why it's called scapegoat. So scapegoat writing is really very simple. Blaming the other person, displacing hostility, or anger, or problems onto the one person, making him the scapegoat and say, hey, I'm free. I didn't do anything. I'm free. So that's what scapegoat writing is. Very simple. It's not so this is not a long video because anybody can be a scapegoat. In families, you'll sometimes find children where one is blamed for everything. If something goes wrong, the other one will say, well, that's because he did it, or she told me to do it, and if the person didn't do it, maybe it's not believable. So he becomes a scapegoat. So after in the character and writing a story, this person is at a certain point where he feels nothing I do is right. Everything's going to be blamed on me regardless of if I did it or not. So he sees himself as a scapegoat. So that's what scapegoat writing is. Evoking emotion in people for one side or another. In fiction writing, you're putting all this blame on the character, showing why all these things happen and why he thinks that it's because of his actions that have caused everything. And really, it may not be at all. So a scapegoat, displacing blame from the original person and putting it on somebody else. That's scapegoat. Isn't that very simple? I know it is. So that's what scapegoat writing is. So just think about, I'm sure that you know people in your own, maybe in your own family, who some people say, because of Aunt so-so, Aunt Lucy, caused all the problems in the family, or Uncle Henry. All this was because of Uncle Henry, way back down the line. Uncle Henry may not even know anything about it, but he's a scapegoat. So scapegoat is putting the blame on somebody else in the story. Or you're probably the main character and saying that this is why this has happened because of this guy's action. When in reality, it may not be anything he's done at all. They just need a scapegoat, somebody to take the blame. Like I said, that's a lot of that is used in politics. People that are writing speeches for politicians and stuff, they'll blame one side for everything, and the other side is totally free. So that's scapegoating. So that's it. That's it. I have a different hairpiece on today. So I thought I just would try this one. I like it. It's very pretty. Very long. But anyway, so I'll be back with more things. I think I've got so many clothes. Like I said, I can always show you something in clothes. But when I had one today, it's just this is a nice little blouse. It's got a nice little fluttered sleeve. As you can see, it's got a nice little fluttered sleeve here. And then I just have a pair of leggings on. So I'll stand up so you can see it. So just hold on. Just a minute. Okay, nothing fancy today. I'm just busy. I just put a nice little blouse on. This came from Amazon. It's got a mesh lining at the top and then a black little like tank underneath. I just put it on with my black leggings, and I've been doing things. My allergies have been real bad. So I've been kind of resting and trying to get over this allergy bit. But anyway, so this is a little blouse. It's a cute little blouse. See, I don't know if you can see the fluttered sleeves. Wait, let me see if I can put this back here. Then you can see the fluttered sleeves. Okay. Well, no, you really can't see the fluttered sleeves of here. But anyway, you can see some of the little flutter here. The little fluttered sleeves. And it's got a nice little mesh, nice little design on the top, as you can see. So, this is me today. Hope you guys are having a good day. And hope no allergies are bothering you like mine. I took my allergy pill. Helps some, but what can you say? Change the season, everything changes. You know how that goes. But anyway, So this is what I have on today. I'm barefooted, so I don't have heels on or anything like that. I just have this nice little flutter top. This is black. I got 2 or 3 of them from Amazon. So anyway, so that's it. So now you know what scapegoating is. Blaming somebody else, even if they may not be responsible. Groups do that all the time in politics. One side blames the other. Scapegoating. So you got it. So when you write a character that's scapegoating, you're blaming everything on him. Even though in reality, he may not be the fault of it at all. Okay? Scapegoating. See you later. Be back on with some more later on. Love you guys. Bye-bye now.